I think this must be it, but I'm not very sure. Here we go. Yep. Well, welcome to the reunion for tonight, the 2017 Euro final. Obviously, very soon Sari and Dominique will come in, so we've got a lot of fun stuff to chat about today, I think. And I've heard that you've sent in a lot of questions already today, so I'm really wondering what we're going to get tonight. Very complicated, this phone for me. Same questions as I see sometimes. Does pineapple belong on a pizza? Definitely not for me anyway. Good question here from Jess. Do you rewatch your games? I definitely do rewatch our games sometimes, especially obviously like when you're in season, you want to see what you've done well and what you don't do well, and that's one of the most important things I'd say to actually do, where you can learn a lot from. Quite funny actually, because I say that I rewatch the games, but today was actually the first time that I looked back at the Euro final. I think it was obviously like an amazing tournament for us to be in, which you'll hear more about very soon. But I didn't really watch the game back yet, but I did think it was absolutely amazing to look back, and obviously just to think back about the whole experience and all the fans in Holland and all that was absolutely amazing. Next question. Who's your favourite tennis player? I'd say Roger Federer. He's always been my favourite, and obviously right now with like not being able to play football or train all the time, I'm actually playing a lot of tennis, so he better be watching because I'm coming for him. Lisa is totally fine, by the way. She is training me very hard and we're enjoying lockdown still. Obviously can't wait to be back on the pitch very soon. My favourite cereal? I'm actually eating an apple cinnamon at this moment in the morning, so I'm really enjoying that. I think it's a really nice one, so you should go and try that one. So many questions, they go very quick. Do you have a favourite UK football team? When I was younger, I was a big Feyenoord fan, and when Robin van Persie moved to Arsenal, I actually became an Arsenal fan as well at that moment. So I've always had a soft spot for Arsenal, but obviously right now with a lot of Dutchies playing for Liverpool, I kind of support Liverpool too. So I'd say like Arsenal and Liverpool are definitely my two favourite teams so far. Pretty sure I have to add Sari in soon, but I'm not sure she actually understands how to get herself into this. Next one, favourite Toy Story film. I need to be really honest here, I've only seen the last one, so far the last one has definitely been my favourite one. I better make sure that I watch all the other ones before lockdown is over, because I've got time to actually watch a lot of films right now. So we've been watching a lot of series, actually watching Killing Eve every single day. And that's really been it. Like, we try to go outside as much as possible, so we actually don't watch too much TV yet. Sari? Sari coming in soon? Favourite food? I'd say my favourite food is probably steak, especially after the game. I love eating steak with a bit of peppercorn sauce and chips to the side. I think that's definitely my favourite meal. It's always good, and I mean, we're pretty good at making it as well, I'd say. I mean, I see people saying that Sari is here, so still can't add her in. Favourite moment of your career? I think that's obviously like what we're going to talk about soon. It's obviously winning the Euros in Holland. It was an absolute, belter of a tournament, I'd say. It was amazing to actually be part of it. Yeah, it was just something really special, I think. Okay, I'm gonna try and add Sari in right now, see if it works. It still doesn't work, it says unable to join. Sari must be doing wrong because I'm not doing anything wrong right now. Do you catch up with the Arsenal girls during this time? Yeah, definitely. Every single Monday we actually have a call together, so I get to see everyone. We speak about what the plan is, what we're doing at home. Obviously, sometimes we speak a lot more with some of the girls. Like we've got daily contact with a couple of the girls. We've actually done a quiz, a team night quiz already online. Yeah, we're FaceTiming sometimes, as I said before. Like obviously everyone is quite bored, so we don't really have much to tell each other. But yeah, it's definitely still really nice to actually be able to see each other. No, it doesn't work. No. Who's the loudest teammate on the Arsenal team bus? Hard one. I would actually say that when Emma Mitchell was still on the team, she was definitely very loud. She's very funny together with Lisa. So I must say that they're always good crack in the butts, to be honest, and like just try and keep it all busy. But I would say that Jill's actually quite loud too, so it's quite nice to have some people actually in the team that are like dancing and singing. It gives you a good atmosphere. I think I can finally add in Sari. Here we go. Something is happening anyway. Sari!
Oh my god, it's working, finally!
What? Leaving me here alone for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know, I'm so sorry, but I'm here, so...
You'll have to take over.
Yes, I will, so you can see... Oh, I'm not so good at Instagram though, but I was like, stop, and it wasn't working, but now I'm here, so I'll help you with the questions.
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Totally fine, actually. Like missing football and all that, but that's it.
Yeah,
I mean,
like a long time ago I touched the ball, to be honest. Like,
yeah.
really,
I mean, we're quite lucky. Like I still play football with Lisa a bit, but I kind of miss a goalie to just hit into. So you can just come over to Scotland. We can train together.
Yeah, that will be good. Yeah, no, it's a long time, but it will be fine. I'm just training every day, doing my program in the morning, and yeah, I'm just trying to be as good as possible. But yeah, it's different.
That sounds good. I mean, I'm pretty sure you'll stay fit anyway. You're a good professional. So, what are you thinking about the Euro final and all that? Have you relived it yet, or do you even, have you got any special memories?
Well, for me, like the final. Well, actually, the Euros was like my sport moment of like my whole career. Yeah, especially the final. But I think the whole atmosphere, like about the team, about like everything. It was in my opinion, it was so good. Like the feeling we had, like with the crowd, with the team. I don't know, like how you think about it, but like I just love that feeling.
Nah, it was obviously amazing. Like today was actually the first time ever I watched the final back. Have you watched the final back?
Well, I've watched like the last moments back, and I think like a summary of like the game, but no, not like the whole. But I just don't like it to watch like a whole. Don't watch right?
Nah, like me neither normally, not the whole game, but I thought like, oh, let's go for it. So after 6 minutes, I was like, oh, here it comes. Sari's gonna save the penalty. What happened?
No. Yeah, but like from this penalty we came back, so we can't complain.
Definitely. The ones after that, you hit them all. Nah, it was also like, very nervous for us going into that game. Like, obviously, before the game, we had played Denmark already. Like, we kind of had that good feeling. We were like, oh, we're not going to lose today. We're in Holland. Like, so I think you kind of had that feeling as well, just being very confident.
Yeah, I can remember the day before that we were training nearby. I remember it was. But we were like calm and we were like relaxed and we had like a lot of, because I think there were like just 2 or 3 days, the 2 days, like final. So I can remember we were like joking a bit and that kind of stuff. And then like the day of the game, yeah, so yeah, it was like a feeling. Yeah, I've never had that before. Um, yeah, like the whole stadium and aura, like yeah, all the crowd and stuff. Like it's such a different.
Nah, definitely. Like, there's nothing similar to what we've obviously experienced there. I was saying to Lisa today as well, like, I was talking about how your mom and my mom couldn't really agree on who had a harder life, like being the mom of a goalie or being the mom of a number 9.
Yeah, yeah, but well, like for them it's hard though. Like if your daughter, well, you will always support your daughter, but like as a striker, you always need to score like the goal. Well, you did like you uh, uh, the most important goal. You scored like yes, yeah, and like for my mom, well, my mom doesn't like when, especially she's like so nervous. I think she's like more watching like the crowd and well everything else, but
Nah,
like
no.
game.
I always love going to your mom and dad after the game. They just, yeah, they're just very nice people, but they're so stressed out. It's funny to see. I really
Yeah,
enjoy it.
I know. I feel sorry for that.
Yeah, me too. Oh, let's see if there's any more good questions.
Okay, you're gonna look for them because you're like quite confident.
I mean, I'm not very sure what I'm doing either. That's why it took so long probably to get you in.
Yeah, let's. Okay,
Oh, this is a good question. Um, how nervous were you before the Euro final? Were you really nervous?
um, well, I was quite happy that the final was like, was it around 4 or 5 in the evening? It wasn't that late, right?
Nah, I think around 5, as you say. So it wasn't waiting the whole day.
Yeah, so that like I feel much better like during late night. So yeah, I was nervous, but I had a good night, so I was like really happy with that because I know my sleep, you know.
Hmm.
And we always make like a walk for the game. I felt like all right. And I think before the game, I was like comfortable with the team. You know, yeah, we had like that flow. Yeah, I really believe that we could keep that flow like the game.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I had the exact same feeling. I was just going into the game almost like it was like a training game. Like, you just had that feeling like, oh, we're not going to give it away. And it's weird because, I mean, I'm not really nervous before big games normally anyway, but if I even compare the Euro final to the World Cup final, like, they were both just so relaxed. Like, it was just like, oh yeah, we've got this good thing going on and we'll just see how it goes. And that's kind of how I felt. So, do you remember what Sarina said to us at halftime when it was 2-2?
I can just remember what Arjan said. So like
What,
the assistant
what did he
coach.
say?
Yeah, he was like, "Come on, girls, this is not enough. We need to take one extra step." And he was quite comfortable. He was like, "Kind of, come on, we can do better than this, you know. And this is the time to step up."
Hello?
Yeah, yeah, I'm still here. What was the last?
Okay.
What was the last thing you heard?
The Allianz came in and basically said, oh yeah, we need to up our game. And that's basically what we done the second half.
Yeah, so that's the only thing I can remember. To what Serena said.
I mean, I'm not really a good listener anyway, I'd say, so I need to totally guess here what she said, but it was probably like kind of the same as that Arjan did. Obviously, I think coming out the second half, I just felt like that was completely different. And when Sharida scored the free kick really early after half time, I was like, we're not going to give this away. And then I remember, even from seeing it today, that they had one more shot on goal and it just went wide. And I was like, nah, we're going to win this. And then obviously it happened. And
Yeah,
I mean,
like
yeah.
I can remember exactly what was happening like around your last goal. I've watched that goal like 50 times, and just like the only time in your life that you were celebrating.
I actually was. I was very, very surprised when I saw that back. Nah, but like as you say, like I never really celebrate, but I think that goal just made us all realize that we were going to become European champions, and obviously in Holland and the whole stadium around it. I think even Lika, she actually got really scared of me celebrating there.
Yeah, because new, it's still like a big. We're celebrating a goal, so yeah.
I know. I mean, I did up my game during the World Cup.
Yeah, that was a good one as well. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's true.
You probably celebrate better than I do.
Well, I can remember I was celebrating like big. I can just run
Do you
around.
remember celebrating at night?
Oh no. I mean, well, yes, as well. Well, I mean, like,
Oh dear.
nah. Well, that was after the game, right?
Yeah, obviously, like when we got into the locker room, like we just obviously had a massive, massive party, and I remember Anouk Decker dry swimming on the floor, and
Yeah, but
being
the timing was like a bit. Well, normally you always like 3 hours before the game, but that was like the last time we had food, you know. So
nah, I know
to start drinking, it was like a little bit early.
it was really early, and I remember we had to go back to the hotel and have dinner and all that, and I was like, nah, I don't want to have this dinner. I just want to go to the family and friends and have fun.
Yeah. It was an amazing tournament, but it's always tough. Like you're away from everyone for like a long time. It's great, like doing everything with the. But after like 5 6 weeks together, it's also time like for your people.
After 6 weeks, I felt like that after 2 weeks already.
Yeah, you feel that like after 2 days.
Nah, but honestly, like I think obviously the Euros like is one of the best experiences we've had like in our career, and I
Yeah,
think it's gonna be really hard to top that.
I don't like for me. I think this is the best thing like in my sport career. I'm not sure if that's ever. Yeah, it was just like the whole like working together.
Yeah, exactly. With your family being there, your friends being there. And I mean, the thing that I remember really well is like us sitting on a boat the day after
Oh
in
yeah,
Utrecht,
yeah, my city.
your city at home. That
Yeah,
was amazing that day.
yeah, I can remember that someone was like during the day, like when we stepped up the boat. I can remember someone was sending like a picture from like the whole crowd at the tents, and I was like, nah, that's not for us, you know. This is a fake picture or whatever. I couldn't believe like, people just there for us.
Nah, me neither. It was absolutely unreal. Like just driving like on the canals and just seeing people on both sides, and then obviously get off the boat, get on stage, and there were so many people there. Like it was just yeah, absolutely unreal. It's probably the best day of like your life almost to actually
Yeah,
experience something like that.
yeah. My mom is still saying like I will not enjoy the day of the final, but like I love like the day after the. And, yeah, but for us, like actually the same thing, you know. It was the first day that we were like sitting in the bus without like.
Nah, definitely. It was, as you say, like it was the first day being relaxed and realizing, oh yeah, we've won the Euros, and it was that day that we yeah decided to celebrate, obviously, which was amazing.
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, I love that. It's a great memory, and I will always keep that memory. So yeah.
Good, me too. Might have to call Dom in soon, see what she is saying. But I mean, if it's going to be as hard to get Dom in as it was to get you in, I might
No,
still be here tomorrow night.
no, but I think it was just because my on my laptop, and wasn't really working. But I will just blame you that you.
No, don't blame me. That's too easy. You always do this.
Yeah, no, that's true. But you're younger.
No.
You're.
Oh yeah, so I need to be more technical and all that with Instagram.
Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
Maybe
Oh,
question.
sorry?
I said maybe we can do one more question.
Yeah, well, what do you want to answer? Let's see. Oh, so many questions. Do you think pineapple belongs on a pizza?
Oh my God, I just did that.
Surely you don't like it.
Oh, but that's scary though. Create pizza, and I was just saying like, well, I was just saying like I think pineapple pizza, but I know people hate me for that. So yeah, yes.
I mean, nah, I definitely don't like it. So
No?
that's it.
Sure.
Nah,
Yeah, like I
it's
don't
too
know.
healthy. It's too yellow. It's not for me. Oh, last question. Did you like playing together with Anouk Dekker and Stephanie van der Gracht in front of you in the final?
Yeah, I think they did an amazing job. Yeah, they're like real defenders. They're strong. They did a lot of work. But I think that was like not just them. I think we didn't consider like goals. So I think like all of us that starts with, but it ends like in the last line. I think we did an amazing job together. Um, and Dom, what was the time of the game? Dom got subbed like.
When
Uh,
Dom came in,
yeah.
yeah, obviously in the second half, I think Desiree
Right.
got injured.
Yeah, I think quite soon.
And she had to come off, and then Dom obviously came in, and we'd kind of been playing with like the same 11, 12 players all tournament, obviously, so we could all feel it. And like I think Dom coming in, she just brought what she had to bring, and obviously she didn't make any minutes yet that tournament, but yeah, she was just ready to actually come on and do her thing, and I think that helped us a lot in the final.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that was like our well. I can remember that she was like training so hard like every day. I think all the subs did that, but like now I can remember that Tom. I was a lot with her, and like, in the final, finally she got her minute. And I think it's amazing that someone is coming on first minute, like a big. Yeah, I think that was like a different, was an important moment. So
Nah, definitely. I think that's like what I should say, like one of the good things obviously as well, like about our team, like even the girls that maybe not play as much as they want to play, like they're always there for us. They always train well, and anytime they actually need to come in, like they do really good, and it makes us like a lot stronger as a team. So that's obviously like credit to our whole team, if that makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah, definitely.
So
Is
yeah, what you said before, like it was like yeah,
no, no, go on.
it was like obviously we're far away from each other on the pitch, but I like shouting to you, asking if everything is okay, and then you tell me what you think, and that's what we do then. So that's obviously a good communication.
Yeah, no, definitely. We're good.
Nah, definitely. I think so too. Ok, have you got anything else to say or that you want to mention?
No, it's quite funny because like some special questions. So I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave you with the Spanish question. So yeah, I wish you all the best.
I'm still quite impressed with your English, to be honest. I still think your English is good, but that must just be because your Spanish is not good enough to actually say anything in.
Oh, that's kind of I can speak like a little Spanish, but yo no hablo español. So
Very
yeah,
good. Fluent. That sounds fluent to me anyway.
yeah. Well, that's the most important part. That people around think you can speak Spanish.
I mean, you'll speak anything you want, eh?
Yeah, kind of. Like if Dutch, I'm sure someone. So, yeah.
I mean, I think your English is still amazing, so just take that on board.
Well, thank you. I think this is the best moment of this conversation.
Me giving you a compliment. Oh,
Yeah.
well, it's time for me to leave then, and I'm going to try and get Dom in.
Yeah. So, is there something I need to do, or I'll just stay until?
No, I don't think, I don't know. I think I can click you away, but I'll try, okay?
Okay. Okay. Then I'll say bye to everyone and good luck.
Okay, maybe I can click you away. Maybe I need to try and get Dom in. I don't know. Yeah, she's gone. Okay, here we go. Let's try and get Dom in. I think that was a lot easier, so it must have been Sari doing it and not me. Here we go.
Yo! Hello!
That was a lot easier.
I was listening to you and Sari and I had to laugh so much.
Good memories.
Yeah, it was really nice to listen to you both. And you said some really nice words about me too.
We're such nice teammates.
Yes.
How are you doing?
I felt it right here.
Good. That's how it's meant to be. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
You sound so American.
I know, and you sound so Scottish.
Oh, here we go then.
I was listening to this live Q&A and Brandon was saying, oh, she sounds so Scottish. And I was like, yes, you know, DVD sounds very English, Sari sounds very Dutch, and I sound very American.
We've got a good combination going on, to be honest.
Yeah, we have a good mixture. That's probably what makes the team so great.
I think so too. How's training going?
Yeah, really good. We train from Monday to Friday, and I think I am one of the luckiest person at this moment in the world that we are training. So yeah, it's going really well, and I'm enjoying it, and it's so much better than having to train on your own.
Nah, definitely. Like, I kind of can't wait to actually go back to training and all that, but it's obviously like we're a bit behind of Germany, so I think it'll still take a bit for us to actually go back in.
Yeah, how much longer do you guys actually have to stay now at home before you are having the new decisions about when you're going to train again?
I'm not really sure actually. We get updates every Monday, so it's kind of just hoping for them to say, oh yeah, the next 2 weeks you need to come back to the UK and you need to like get ready for training again. But I'm not sure we're there yet, so I think it's actually still going to take a bit. But I mean, I've got Lisa at least at home, so like we're playing a lot of football.
That's good. It's good that you have someone you can play football with.
Nah, definitely. I mean, at least you've got training, otherwise you'd have to play American football with Brendan.
I would be so big right now.
I mean, you are a strong girl, so you'll be fine.
Yeah, but maybe I can still take some away from the American football in my own football.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely.
Yeah.
How, what did you think of the Euro final? Have you watched the game back?
I actually have not watched it back, but of course you see so many moments coming by all the time. Like you and Sari were already talking about, it was for me a whole different tournament than for the most of the players that were playing most of the times. So I think it was mentally very tough, but at the end, because I kept working hard and I got at the end my minutes, that made for me the tournament still be like a positive experience.
Nah, definitely. I remember it as well. Obviously, like we've played together in the under-19s, we've played the under-19 final together and won it as well.
Yes.
So like obviously I remember like being with you and speaking to you like during the whole tournament, and like I was really happy for you, but also for the team, like that you actually came on in the final. And like obviously what I said to Sari before, like you just came in and you done your thing, you done what you had to do for us, and that just helped us so much more as well.
Yeah, I remember as well. I think it's a funny story that because I was so eager, I was so happy to be on the pitch that Anouk, she kept screaming at me, "Do, you gotta stay," because I was so eager to play my part and go forward and back, you know, go over that side, like on the right side as a defender, and I wanted to help attacking, but she was like, no, you gotta stay. I was like, okay, I will do the job.
That sounds like Anouk anyway. Oldie in the team, so just make sure that everyone does what they need to do.
Yeah, I think that is like a really good memory because I remember being so eager and then, you know, have to stay back. So that was funny.
I mean, you were Anouk's roommate as well, were you not, during the Euros?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so you kind of had that connection already. You know that you had to listen to her.
Yeah, but she was also having a really good tournament. So of course, if you know that someone is, you know, being in a good flow, it's easier to listen to them and you know that you can trust on them. I think we had a lot of players during the tournament that we could always fall back on, and that's that's also what makes a team strong.
Yeah, definitely. Like that's what Sari and I just said before as well. Like we were a proper team. Like anytime anyone had to come on, they just done their job, and that was just such a nice feeling. And even what we said, like going into the final, I always thought we were going to win it. What do you think?
Yeah, I remember in the semifinal, I have a little breakdown, like personally, because I was walking on the sideline because Desiree was also at that time not feeling the best, so it was the question if I had to come on or not. So during the second half against England, I was just walking on the sideline to stay warm, to be ready to come on for whatever moment was going to happen. And after the game, I was just like, this tournament, it's so long, it's hard, it's mentally really challenging. So before the final, I was like, okay, well, now that we made it this far, then we better also finish it off properly and just win this game. Like, just go for it.
So you wanted to go home after the semi-final? You were just like, this is it, done. I might as well leave.
If we were out in the semi-final at that point, because I felt that way, I was just like, I probably didn't care at that point so much because it was just mentally really tough. But then at the end, I'm just happy that we made it that far, made history, and just had the whole experience.
Exactly. And I mean, obviously your highlight came on the last day as well. Like, it wasn't just winning the Euros, it was always like making your debut, like making your first minutes. It was just all like together. That must have been a really special day for you.
Yes, but it must have been a special day for you as well, girl. You've been scoring some goals.
Nah, definitely. Like, obviously, I mean, in the beginning of the tournament, I didn't score my goals, and people were like complaining and all that. And yeah, once we started in the quarterfinals, I was like, okay, this is my time to just do my job. And obviously, from there on, I just started scoring, and I probably felt better the last three games of the tournament as I done the whole time before. So that's obviously was a big change for me. And
maybe
yeah, even the
those are
final.
even more important than the others.
Nah, definitely. I mean, I'm a big game player, I always like to say, so I need to step up my game when it's obviously like, yeah, becoming to the semis and the quarters and all that. So I think I've done that, and I think I've done my job in that way. But obviously, like, I never really celebrate either what we said before, and then obviously scoring that goal. It was funny, like I saw you running all the way over the pitch and all that. Like, I think everyone just enjoyed that moment so much.
Yeah, I just think it was so beautiful to see that emotion was so pure and so real from you personally and just generally the team. Like, just everything came together, and because it was a rough start, I remember the final, but then scoring that goal and that emotion and everything, that probably gave the biggest boost ever.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I remember just like going from that final, like obviously going to see your family. Like, I've never seen my dad or my granddad cry like at a game, and like they were all crying, and I was like, oh my God, what just happened? Like, obviously, like your mom was there as well, and just like to even go after the final, to be able to go and see like your family was just unreal. Like, that just made you realize, oh, we've just won it.
Yeah, but I also think, which was a really good part, was the party that we had afterwards, because I remember it was this big 2-level like club thing where everybody was just celebrating for how much time did we have? We had like 2 hours to actually celebrate. So we all were just going hard and going crazy. Every parent was dancing on the bar. I don't know what I've seen. I've even been tapping some beer for people because I was just behind the bar. Like, I was just serving people drinks.
Yeah, you were behind the bar. I remember that now. I was like, well, don't go and give me a beer, actually, if you're just there anyway. That
Yeah,
was
I remember me
amazing.
and my bestie, we were just standing behind the bar and just, giving people as much beer as possible.
Nah, definitely. I remember as well, like, going out the pub, like, we obviously went back to the bus to go back to the hotel, but we've obviously, like, when you're in a tournament, you're not allowed to eat any kind of, like, sweets or anything. So, like, I remember walking out the bar, I went to, like, the Fabo, it's called, and just took, like, one of the midnight snacks out the wall to eat it before going into the bus. And, like, I was just like, wow, this tastes so good. Like, it was
Oh my
just
God.
obviously from being that footballer for like 6 weeks to becoming a normal person again. And I was just like, oh, this is amazing.
That's hilarious that you did that. That's such a typical action for you.
I know, I love that next, to be honest. But I remember because DVD was the exact same. She was walking behind me and she was complaining, I'm so hungry. And I was like, okay, yeah, me too, let's go. And then I had to like run back in to actually get money for my mom, because obviously like I didn't have any money with me. And then like we were just standing at the wall, like getting the frikandel out. So it was amazing.
Oh, that's hilarious, honestly.
But even the day after was like unreal. Like, I don't know if you remembered a lot from it or if you were hangover the next morning, but yeah, it was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I just remember that night that because I drank so many different things, I didn't feel the best. And I remember that in the bus back to the hotel, I was sitting next to Sari, and she was really like people were asking if I was okay because I just was like sitting like this. But Sari was like, yeah, she's fine. She's just, you know, taking a nap. So she really saved my life. And then the next morning, I was actually feeling really good. And I also was watching some pictures back yesterday because, you know, I was just looking for certain pictures. And then I also saw, you know, you and Sari were talking about it as well, about, you know, being on the canals on the water in Utrecht. And I just saw some pictures and I was like, you just get put back into that moment. And it was just, I think it was for everybody so unreal because it's something that you see on TV when you're younger, because the man, you know, obviously won the European Championship in '88. But then just to think that that would happen for us as the women's team, that was really insane.
Nah, the exact same. Like, you obviously, like, we've won it, like, you know, that the football's getting bigger in Holland and all that. But having that party, I never thought that was going to happen. I thought, like, there's going to be 20 people and that's it. But so many people being there. Like, I even remember, like, I hate dancing and I hate, like, music and all that. But I went on stage with 2 beers on my hands and I was just jumping and all that. And I was just like, wow, this is absolutely unreal.
Yeah, just the orange sea to see in front of us, that was also so crazy.
Yeah, it was so nice. Just like coming back to the final, like, were you nervous before? Like, before coming on, like, obviously, like, the coach went, like, okay, Dom, you need to come, you need to get in. And, like, I was like, I would be probably more nervous actually having to come on as starting. Were you?
Well, honestly, it was for me, I've been warming up and I could not really be bothered what's going to happen so much. Of course, you want to go in, but you'll see if it's going to happen or not. So normally I would be nervous as hell, but this time I felt like I was more ready than ever. So I couldn't wait to get on the pitch. So I was more happy to be on the pitch than that I was so nervous, actually.
Yeah, that's good. You were probably just like, oh, I'm going to show you right now what I can do. And obviously
Exactly.
after the Euro final, like, you've probably played every single game since, so you've done well in that way.
Yeah, I think I was like 2 years in a row with the player with the most minutes, so I think I did something good.
I mean, I definitely think you have as well, to be honest. Yeah, what I said, like I said it to Sari already, I wasn't really that nervous before the game because I just had that confidence that, yeah, we were gonna do good. Did you see Anouk's comment coming
No,
through?
I
Anouk is
heard, I saw
watching.
she said something, but let me just scroll back.
She's got nothing else to do. She must be bored at home.
Such a typical response from her. She should just start cooking because she got some new kitchen equipment. So I know you should start cooking right now.
I mean, exactly. I know. Just do something else and just don't bore us out, please, for once. You've done that enough during the Euros and the World Cup.
But to be honest, she's a great girl. Lockdown.
Yeah, she's very
Lockdown
funny.
isn't treating her well.
Nah, but I mean, Anouk is like obviously busy as well. Like, she likes to joke and likes to be around people and make fun with them. And I mean, that's probably obviously one of her really good qualities she brings to the team. And what you said before, like, you coming in as like a young girl, Anouk is just like, Dom, focus. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, she just tells you what to do, and because you've got respect for her, you do it. So see, nice words from you. If you're still listening now.
But I think even right now, she's like, even that she's like filling out her position really well, because of course it's not easy if you're used to be a starter and then all of a sudden you're not playing so many games anymore. But still, every game before the game, she's like, come on, Rome, you can do it. You know, put the back line ready, just make sure everybody's ready, everybody is focused, etc. So like, I feel like she's really giving what she used to do on the pitch. She's trying to bring it over to me so I can do the job that she used to do.
Nah, definitely. Like, that's obviously a really important thing because, like, I mean, I feel like I've been there for 10 years now in national team, and you probably feel the same, but we're both still young. But I hope in 2 years' time we can celebrate a lot again, and that we're both starting in the final and both playing a great tournament.
Yes, I hope so too. I just hope that we can get a lot of success because, you know, it's not easy to go on a journey like that and actually get the prize, but I'm hopeful.
Me too, definitely. So anything else you want to say or do or?
I just think it was a really nice chat. Like we didn't even have the time to answer any questions because we just
I
chatted
know,
about
we've just been
everything.
talking. I've been trying to look at questions, but every single time I went to the questions, everything just went away. So I couldn't see you. I couldn't hear myself either. So I was just like, okay, I might just have to not try and like answer all the questions. But obviously, I've looked at them before and I've seen a lot of the questions we've actually done. So I think we've done quite well, to be honest.
I'm happy.
Fuck. Well, I hope that the league is going to start again soon for you. Take care of
Yes.
yourself.
You
Say hi
too.
to
Fingers
Brendan for
crossed.
me.
I will do that. Say hi to Lisa for me.
I definitely will do that as well. And
Good.
hope to see you soon again at national team.
Yeah, that would be nice. You take care as well and enjoy the Scottish weather.
I will. I definitely will. See ya.
All right. See you
Bye.
later. Bye.
Ok, thank you for listening tonight. I hope we've answered your questions. I love to chat with Dom and Sari about the Euros and hope to see you soon again. Bye.